Hi, my name is Nicole, and before I decided to become a teacher, I worked as a chef. This is why I have chosen the metaphor that teaching is a recipe. Teaching is a recipe. A recipe is a list of ingredients to prepare a particular dish or drink. A recipe is completed in a kitchen environment, either in the comfort of your own home or within a professional commercial kitchen, such as a restaurant. Following a recipe requires an array of skills and behaviours to be tested. This video will explain how my metaphor for teaching links with my 5 teaching principles that I personally find to be very important within the early years classroom. Recipes can be found in a wide variety of media formats, including books, magazines, radio podcasts, web-based, and within television programs such as MasterChef or My Kitchen Rules. This allows those with a culinary flair to decide which style is best for their learning needs. I personally enjoy viewing photographs online of the recipe's final outcome, and then follow the prompts to print the page for instructions. This makes me a visual learner as I find excitement and curiosity through visual formats. Written recipes can also be delivered in different text formats, catering to an individual's learning needs. These formats can include paragraph style, dot point style, picture step-by-step format, and action style, which is a recipe displayed in tables. Recipes can also be learnt within a culinary or cooking school, where enthusiast cooks can be trained to employ their best practices and knowledge of food through a hands-on approach. This is where cooks can receive verbal feedback and test out new ideas and skills that will support their passion for cooking. A Proud Chef's cooking environment is completed with all the right tools for cooking. Without these tools, a cook simply cannot complete their favourite recipes. Before starting the recipe, cooks must prepare themselves for the task at hand. They will first read the "What will we need" step, thus placing all these tools in an accessible place ready to use. When following a recipe, you will come across time limits for mixing or baking. Cooks will embed cues such as a stopwatch or egg timer to support their transitions from one task to another. If you are a cook within your own home and find that you require feedback to a taste or a technique that you have trialled, there may be a family member to seek feedback from, or even logging into a cooking forum to discuss ideas or concerns that you have with a recipe with other members of a group. If you are a confident cook and ready to create your own recipe or make changes to a recipe you commonly use, then this is the time to include some of your own ideas into a dish. The best thing about a recipe is that they are not set in stone. They can be adapted and differentiated to suit an individual's needs. You may want to make changes to a recipe due to health requirements, lifestyle choices, or personal interests such as adding a cultural flair to one of your favourite dishes. This is a time to use those skills and ideas you had gained from a standardised recipe into a new recipe designed by you, where you can gain new concepts, skills, and ideas. To be a successful cook when following or creating a recipe, you must think about what it is you want to achieve. For example, how will this taste? What do I want it to look like? What do I want the consistency to be? And what type of meal is this dish going to be good for? Successful chefs will ask themselves questions that will support their outcome, such as, will it be sweet, spicy, or hot? Does the dish have a delicate or strong flavour? Who is my customer? And what sort of plate will I use to present my outcome? Being a chef requires all 5 of the senses to be used when thinking and planning for success. When looking at a recipe, you will see a title for this recipe. For example, gluten-free butter cake. Now this title tells us a lot about what our task will be. This allows the cook to know we will be making a cake. This will be butter flavoured and that it will need to be gluten-free. If we were just to view the picture image, this would not be enough information for us to achieve a successful result. The picture image, however, does give us a clear example of how this cake could look. Once we have viewed the top section of this recipe, we will come to see the ingredients required to become successful. This prepares us for what is to come next, which is the method. This is a clear step-by-step process of the expectations required to create a gluten-free butter cake. Without all these elements, in this recipe, such a successful result would not occur, thus giving the cook no chance to succeed to their fullest potential.